Hello everyone, this is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. The last 48 hours have been quite, diabolical. I've spent far too much time on Twitter post Department of Justice in the US filing to the district court judge, Judge Cannon, against a special master being appointed. And of course, what was produced was further evidence of obstruction as well by Trump and his lawyers. And also that very, very graphic picture showing what sort of documents he had stolen from the White House, top secret documents concerning intelligence gathering, not only by America, but it's likely that the allies, the UK, France, Australia, are looking at what is the damage assessment, and Israel as well. So the Republicans have largely, other than the real, cuckoo ones, they've largely been silent, because what else can they say? Jennifer Rubin, a columnist with the Washington Post, has come out and said, we can't be indicted 60 days before the midterms. He's not on the ballot. And so I don't know whether the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, would even factor that in here. I think there's a critical nature here. So we'll ask that. We'll also ask if there are any other documents at any of his other properties and whether he's made copies. And I also want to look at the Russian spy posing as a Rothschild. That immediately came to mind as a ruse within a ruse. In other words, they knew exactly who she was. So I want to look at any transmitting of anything, whether it's to her or during the Saudi golf tournament. Very disappointed today that one of Australia's top golfers in Australia and in the world has signed on with the Saudi golf tournament competition. Very disappointed. I do feel that they will never live this down, because the Saudis are a brutal regime, and that's the long and the short of it. All right, so let's golf aside. Let's pull some shamanic medicine oracle cards, and then I'm going to move to the Tarot Grand Lux by Cairo Marchetti. All right. What do we need to know? What do we need to know right now for our greater good, for those that are watching at this time? So we have here a calling, conch shell, so very important to listen. It's a bit of a windstorm at the moment of energy. No matter where you are, that's just the conditions of our time. In America, there's a lot of, I think Trump's niece, Mary Trump, described it as harrowing. And a lot of people are feeling what he's done with not only America's secrets, but allies' secrets as well, as pretty harrowing. That's a good description. I also think calling, so getting back in touch with why we're here at this time, experiencing what we're experiencing, is always really valid when things are shaken up, and things are shaken up. They are meant to be shaken up, because we do have to have that change in this world as Pluto moves out of Capricorn and into Aquarius in March 2023. Our world is changing, and we have the birth renewal. So the calling here is toward new starts, and we know that. And we do need to be supportive of each other at this time that is pretty, full on. I'll describe it like that, as pretty full on. And we've got an awakening occurring. I don't think it's just amongst people of a certain set of values or beliefs This is actually a spiritual awakening as well, because what we're presented with is like an existential threat. An existential threat. So existentialism is when things get really so dark that they are so in your face, so full on, that there's almost like you're watching an absurd play that can't really be real. It is real, unfortunately. And we are called to examine what is going on and to be a part of the change, restoration and reclamation, reclaiming and reclaiming and restoring what? South. Abundance. And this isn't just a wealth abundance here, it's about our happiness. And I know when I said that, a lot of you are going, amen to that. Because these conditions are difficult. They do wear people down when you're constantly seeing when the underbelly of that devil energy is exposed. All right, let's go to the actual questions here. This 60-day rule on indictment. Let's see if Garland will actually even consider that, given Trump has had these documents for so long, has obstructed, and it's pretty critical by that filing that he does indict, and he will indict. But, is there a question of timing before the midterms? Is Merrick Garland going to... I don't think so. I think that the sun shone so brightly on what needed to be exposed that to delay that would be, it would be wrong. Okay, so he's not, what I'm getting? He is not going to give this a political consideration at all. It's straight up and down law and damage assessment, and he's weighing things up very carefully. So we have here the lies. If he delays it, there'll be more lies. No, I think he's going to go quickly. All right, will Merrick Garland indict Trump? Too much truth, the Ace of Swords. I feel like kissing that, because that is so much clarity. It is so clear for Merrick Garland, so very clear. Okay, the truth is there. So he can't wait. So is he going to indict Trump soon? Shortly before the midterms. Is he going to indict Trump before the midterms? Yeah, I'm getting, that's interesting. I got dragon energy, and those kind of firebolts coming up out of the sky. It's like when it happens, it will just be so quick. Here we have my signifier card for Trump. That's the King of Pentacles. I think he wants to stop whatever's going on. And we've got the King of Cups. Wow. That's his card as well. He's a Scorpio. Look at that. It is crossing the King of Pentacles. Let's see. Okay, so, yeah, he's going to indict him before the midterms. The full card, look, 3 yes cards. Yes. And he's got the rod here, the wand here. He's ready to go. He's just got so much evidence. The time for delay was in the past. No more delays is what I feel. He has to get to grips with this devil toxic energy, the underbelly here, the devil card. Okay, so now we have the 5 of coins in the immediate future. So I honestly don't think that anybody would even be privy. The 5 of coins is money loss. Okay, all right, wow. Okay, so it's no secret that Trump's paltry, pithy, Truth Social has gone, will be going belly up. You can look at my reading from the past on that. That was a couple of days before Google came out and announced that they wouldn't be hosting, allowing any selling Trump's app. Garland is very aware that Trump needs money. All right, let's keep going. All right, so the Five of Cups in the here and now, loss, regret. What has been in the past has been lost opportunities, lost regret that it's got to this, but there are two cups remaining. Now the atmosphere around is being restricted, but it's not a real restriction. His hands aren't really tied. Because that person can get out of that at any time. I think there is worry that the longer it goes on, the more opportunity there is for that dream that I had 2 nights in a row about a week ago that I really didn't want to say too much about, but there was like a shootout siege type situation with a gunman. So he doesn't want that to happen. There's threats of violence against lawmakers. The longer it goes on, as I said, the worse it is. Page of Wands in the hopes and fears. He wants to bring some kind of indictment forward. Here's the dragon with the light bolts. He's going to go before the midterms. That's the outcome. Take a look yourself. The devil card, the toxicity, the worry about the threats, too much happening. The Knight of Wands. He's going to move, and he's going to move quickly, as I said at the beginning of this reading. Now he's got a lot. It's got a lot of responsibility here. To who? To Americans. So we've got here the partisanship at the base of the pack, the underlying energy. But look what we have here, the Hierophant, the government. Okay, so we've got this, wounded in battle, but who's wounded in battle? The one that abused, okay? Abuse of power and secrets being revealed about what? About how he lied. I think this eight of swords also, now we have the 10 of swords, is complete and utter downfall. So the energies are pretty heavy. The devil is crowning this reading, but the outcome cards are quite clear. It's not going to be easy for him. He's carrying a lot on his shoulders, but that eight of wands is, and the clarified by the Knight, tells me he's going to go before the midterms, and he's going to go soon. Look at I can't make this up, the signifier card, the King of Cups, the one with the emotional wisdom, has it all over the King of Pentacles. Okay, so, and those underlying energies are, he has to really do something about this gross abuse of power and the lying about it, the obstruction. All right, he's going to go before the midterms is my prediction. Let's go to this Rothschild pretender. She's a Russian-speaking Ukrainian immigrant with ties to Vladimir Putin. Let's take a look. Rothschild, pretending to be a Rothschild. I'm going to call her the Russian spy. All right, so what's come out of here? The Chariot and the Hierophant. I don't know where she is at the moment, but like that's like the government taking some sort of action. Okay, so that could have also been connected, that they had intelligence that a spy was on the premises. Betrayal as well here. Oh gosh, it's so bad. All right, this Rothschild pretender, was she a Russian spy? Rothschild pretender, was she a Russian spy? They had eyes on her, eyes on him, eyes on that golf tournament, eyes on them. Okay. She's part of all this too. You'll hear more about her. Was she a Russian? Is she a Russian spy? So we have here the Nine of Coins. Sometimes this is the willing servant, the reliable, sustainable one that's going to do the bidding. For who? For the King of Pentacles. I don't believe for one moment that he didn't know who she was. The High Priestess, secrets to be revealed. Out of darkness, we get the truth here. The High Priestess. Wow, something coming to the surface. A ruse within a ruse. I think I was correct. I think they knew exactly. He knew exactly who she was. The Strength card here in the past. The Lion. Yeah, the World card. The World card. So overseas kind of influences. This is also endings, big endings of cycles. And we have the Six of Swords. So she could have even been some kind of courier. I don't know where she is now. But we have moderation, clarified by moderation. So again, I say that it is exposing the global underbelly of, that we see every day when we look at what Russia is doing, what Putin is doing. Russian spy. I asked if she was a Russian spy. Yes. I mean, yes. That is the outcome. And we've got Temperance. And the Hermit card. She was under investigation. She was paid. Posing. Nine of Coins. Luxury. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. And this is what I saw when I opened up for this reading. The Hierophant with his eyes. And we have the Ten of Coins and there's the Chariot. Ten of Coins, money. So this was a ruse within a ruse. He knew who she was. That it's like a cover for him, that because she was pretending to be somebody else, there was some kind of transmission of something when she was there. And this is what I want to ask. Did he give her anything while she was there? She was a Russian spy. Did Trump give her anything while she was there? I'm just getting that energy here. What is that? It's like someone down a well who's like tied and bound. Prisoners, maybe. Prisoners, something to do with, what do they call them? Overseas prisoners. Could have been the Russian prisoner that America has that's an arms deal. There's something around that. How far does this go? What was information intelligence information transmitted to this Russian spy when she was at Mar-a-Lago? Queen of Swords, so that's a plan, a strategy. It's information. And we've also got the Queen of Wands. This could be around Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Let's keep going. I mean, this could be like even like leaders, female leaders, EU, for example. Yeah, the spy and got like that's like words, gossip, not gossips, information. It's the card for passing on of information, and it is the spy. There's Russia. So I'm getting a big pull to women here. Information about women. The King of Swords, that's the prosecutor. That's eyes on. And we've got the New Start here, the Fool card. Beginning, a new beginning, clarified by the the Ten of Swords, complete and utter downfall. They always leave us with hope, these cards. The Four of Wands here, that's family, and the Magician. This is leading me to Trump's family. Okay, now, oh, she was close to Kimberly Guilfoyle. Okay, so, wow. How deep does this go indeed? All right, so it seems to me there was transmission of some information regarding a political prisoner, but also regarding a woman. And I'm not sure who that woman is. Let's see if I can't see. Because my Queen of Wands is, I think this is also around the January 6th committee information as well. Because the Queen of Wands is my card for Liz Cheney. A plan or a strategy. Also got a draw to the EU leader as well. Okay, sometimes it's as far as I can go at this time. Now, let's go back to, well, before I do go, if information was given to her to get to Putin about a political prisoner, and it could be as simple as, how deep does this go? So, for example, some information around intelligence overseas, operatives overseas, and then, of course, they're taken prisoner and tortured for information. I mean, that's how Putin operates. The Saudis. Did Trump give information to the Saudis? I think that ship has sailed. He's already given them information. So I'm seeing the beat like the ox here. China. Something to do with China. Okay. All right, so this will make sense in another 3 months. Okay, so go back and look at my old readings. Did Trump give information to the Saudis? So we have here the Eight of Swords, restriction, prisoners, and overseas prisoners. I keep getting a draw to. The Three of Wands is the ship coming in. Restrictions on something, restrictions on trade, oh God, it's like he just leaks all the time. Here we have loss and regret, the Five of Cups. Abuse of power is in the past. As I said, that ship's already sailed. He's already done that. New starts. Okay, so the Saudis, of course, are giving him money through this tournament, through setting up the Live tournament. Now we have here partisanship, obstacles, challenges. I do feel that there's a lot of compromise here. The Hanged Man, pausing something, and the Nine of Coins. So that's luxury, getting people to look at something differently. This is why any of the golfers who are just doing this simply for money, they're doing it, they're propping up corruption, global corruption. Page of Cups, something's going to come out of left field on this, and we have here strength as the outcome. So a lot of information, and I think, okay, Garland has had eyes on Trump all the time, and money, propping up Trump's businesses. Okay, so we have, there it is, the Hierophant card. They know. I'm not saying this to be dramatic. It's like Garland, this part of getting these documents back is part of a bigger theme here of Trump transmitting, selling, giving away, sharing for profit. The profit isn't direct. The profit comes through holding this live tournament at all his properties. Okay, so that's how they pay him. All right, now the Hierophant has had eyes on this all the time. Last question before we finish up. Are there copies? Are there copies? Saudis and Russia. And they are giving away China's secrets as well, which in a way could be why China comes out and, well, we know China's a brutal regime, but there's something sort of like compromise there as well. It's like trading of secrets. Okay, and the US government knows about it, which means if you know about it, Australia's Five Eyes, US, UK, we've probably got that evidence as well somewhere. So this is a massive sting, if you like, operation takedown of this order that Trump kept, the world order that Trump kept while he was president. It's all coming to pass. That's why we have worked so hard over the last 4 or 5 years to bring out this information and to let you know it's all coming to pass. Are there more copies? Are there more classified documents? Firstly, at Bedminster, okay, because we know that's where his ex-wife has been buried. Are there more documents at Bedminster? Ace of Swords is coming up. The Fool card. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Four of Cups, so he maybe has been thwarted in the past. There's 1 cup remaining. The Nine of Swords, I think there's a lot of anxiety here coming through. High stakes. It's a high stakes game. So a plan that was in the past, so there's been a plan. And we have the Nine of Coins in the sky crowning this reading. Money, and the King of Coins in the outcome. Yes, there are more documents at Bedminster. 3 of Cups, family, likely at his family's, his children. Page of Coins, and we've got wish fulfillment. So, yes, at Bedminster, likely also his family as well. Remember, Kushner was the go-to, was the go-between. The go-between. What about at Trump Tower? No. Okay, Bedminster is the place. Well, let's see. Are there any at Trump Tower? Any at Trump Tower? He wouldn't be so foolish, I think. So we've got 5 of coins. Loss, money loss, being locked out. New York kicked him out, didn't they? 7 of Coins, that is a review, a plan B. It just wasn't safe. Strength card, a stronger plan. Page of Cups in the past. I don't think he ever in his wildest dreams felt that his hometown would literally chuck him out. We've got the Trump Organization, though, still in New York, and that is still known for laundering money. Secrets will be revealed. So no documents there, but the proceeds go through the business. Oh dear. The building business. Full illumination. We're going to get full illumination. Goodness gracious. Why? Because the Hierophant. He didn't put them in New York because he didn't want, it was too surveilled, too not safe. Okay, so 3 of Swords, betrayal. And we've got this Queen of Wands. She came up before. And the 8 of Cups, no, like that's loss, leaving behind. Queen of Wands, who is she? That could be the Letitia James. Yeah, overseas. Look, God, holding back information. We do have moderation and temperance coming into the frame, and we do have mortally wounded and retreating. So, look, they do have the full brief. Let's put it like that. No, not at New York, but yes, at Bedminster, and possibly with his children as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That's the reading for today. I do have a travel video from my time by the sea, which I'll release on Monday for you. I am going to be traveling in the first part of the week. I'm going to historic Berrima, haunted Berrima, to the courthouse there, and then I'm going to go to Bundanoon to a very old hotel that is reportedly haunted by a ghost, and we booked a room, and we'll do some ghost hunting. But there's also some beautiful scenery around Bundanoon. It's got a very Scottish Celtic kind of influence. So we'll go on some walks as well. So some travel videos coming up. But of course, if there's breaking news, then obviously I'll get on. But upshot, Garland's indicting before the midterms, as I see it. Okay, bye for now.